No money at all. I will publish them entirely at my own expense, and most of the profits will go to you and Julia. But you got to come to New York. So Grant took the deal. He came here and it worked beautifully. No one had any idea they were working at all. They're two old friends visiting. Strange they don't leave the house, but they're visiting. But the only thing that could have gone wrong did. Days after the memoirs were finished, Grant died. It was for nothing. Cooped up in that house for weeks and months, and he's gone, penniless. So after the funeral, Julia is packing to leave, and Clemens came into the room and stopped her. He said, "Look, you were there and you heard my best friend say, take care of Julia. I can do no more. Julia, I will take care of you. If you leave the house today, there's not much I can do. Tell me how much money you have." Julia opened her purse. $18.85 total to her name. No bank account. So he said, if you wait 2 weeks, you're going to leave with more money. Here's why. I can take care of you in a couple of weeks. I can't now. One of my books is being published next week. The central character is very well known to the public. There's going to be a book tour in New York. At every stop, I will hold up a book no one knows anything about, your husband's book, and sell it. We're going to make a lot of money for you. So, Julia unpacked. The next week, a book by the name of The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn hit the market, and Mark Twain starts the book tour. Now, his real name is Sam Clemens. The public knows him as Mark Twain. He's the best-known writer of his day. He comes back 2 weeks later. He will write Julia a check for $200,000. Now, we're in the 1800s. Very quickly, it caught on. He said, Julia, I can't get books out fast enough. The public didn't even know what was coming. The autobiography of U.S. Grant would make Julia $500,000 in a few years. And right off the bat, a couple $100,000. It's the largest royalty check ever written in history of that day. And Julia can now go anywhere she wants. So we have pensions for presidents to stop that. But still the best-selling memoir ever by any president is the autobiography of U.S. Grant. He had an absolutely photographic memory. He would talk about the war and talk about the aftermath, and still buying the book. We have pensions for presidents, so that won't happen again. Now, we've left Harlem, and we're along the Upper West Side of Manhattan. Here in the Upper West Side, there are more visible round tanks than any other part of our city. And anytime you see a round tank on a building top, you will know two things about that building. Number one, it's an older building. Number two, the rock under it is not stable. If it were, the building is gone, replaced by something bigger and newer. These tanks on the top, called a standpipe system, are the reason people do something today without thinking twice about it. And you would do the same. If you want to get into an apartment in Manhattan, you're going to pay more for a higher floor than a lower floor. Unbeknownst to you, the tanks are the reason why. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Again, we're southbound now, picking up the outer boats on the left of the 79th Street boat basin up ahead. And what you see up ahead, by the way, about 60 degrees, maybe 65 out to the left, that brand new apartment building standing in isolation, the tallest one in the hemisphere. Empire State is about 45 degrees out to our left, in between waterfront brick buildings, the tower. We'll see you just up ahead. Not the white sailboat beside us here on our left, but the one just a bit ahead of us, angled over to our left, the white one. Over the top of the trees, just to the left of that, the rotunda and the columns is called the Soldiers and Sailors Monument of New York, dedicated to men and women of the armed forces who died in battle. Now back to these round tanks, called a standpipe system. Here's how they got started. Let's go to the year 1865. In the year 1865, the Civil War is over in this